Hi, my name's Ruth Cantalupi, and I'd just like to share my story with Evangelical Hospice that my husband and I endured through a difficult time, and they came and were such a blessing to us. After my husband Carl's surgery and diagnosis of squamous cell carcinoma in his spleen, 3 months of complications ensued. Numerous procedures, 5 ER visits, and lengthy hospital stays in between, Carl made the decision to come home on hospice. He didn't know how much life he had left, but he knew he didn't want to spend it in the hospital. He came home with an abdominal drainage tube, a large decubitus, bed sore, and significant weight loss. Before we even arrived home, Evangelical Hospice made sure the hospital bed and any needed assistant equipment was already set up. Carl then could be more comfortable as much as possible. Evangelical Hospice RNs, including a wound care RN, provided initial care. A social worker was also visiting to assess our needs, mine as caregivers and Carl's as he was coping with a new terminal diagnosis. Thanks to an organized hospice volunteer coordinator, we were also blessed with a caring volunteer who gave me breaks to grocery shop or just have friend time. I had the added reassurance that I could call on the nurses with any concerns 24 hours a day. They never hesitated to return my calls in a short period of time, no matter what time of the day or night it was. Carl was very independent and loved life and fought to survive. After 6 months, he gained strength at home, and he was discharged from hospice. However, 1 year later, the cancer showed its ugly symptoms, and he was once again enrolled back in Evangelical Hospice's care. With the support of RNs for medical care, CNNs for help with hygiene care, and a social worker for emotional support, and our dear volunteer, he was blessed to say goodbye with dignity. After this difficult time in our lives, Evangelical Hospice continued to keep in touch with his grieving caregiver and spouse with cards and calls. I will be forever grateful for the compassion, friendliness, and caring of this special hospice team. They became our allies, friends, and support. Thank you for sharing in my story.